what's up, everybody? So this is Robert. It's after 6 o'clock on Sunday night. I was released from the whole special housing unit about 2 o'clock, 2:15 this afternoon. I will say that in there I got a lot of rest. I've done a lot of whole time in the past. A lot of reflection. I read the NA book from cover to cover, and I will say mixed emotions on this one because I started thinking about different things. Anyway, I won't get into it right now. But yeah, so it's fine. No problem with the time. It is what it is. I will say that when I got out, my personal property is quote missing right now, and they did put me in a different unit. I went from B5 to B1, which is way more crowded. Lots of people in here. Everybody's on the floor. But I will say this. Shout out to the Sureños. Time and time again, as soon as they find out I'm from California, and some of the people that I know, they're big homies, they like take care of me. Bunk. Could give me a bunk, hook me up, whatever I need. And it's like always Mexicans, it's always the Sureños, and I want to give a shout out to all the Sureños. Respect, and I appreciate every time I do, and I mean that. And so anyway, so I'm in here, it's crowded. We'll have to figure out where my property is. It's called retaliation, but hey, that's part of the game. It's cool, I'm fine. And I do know I was in here in April, unfortunately. And a lot of the guys that are in here, I knew from before. Lyle White, I can go on and on the list. And just some guys that I know, some decent guys. A lot of federal prisoners in here. A lot of federal prisoners that have facing a lot of time for not a lot of drugs, which is a tragedy. And I do want to say to the sentencing judges to please consider that the methamphetamine laws, when they were made, the drug tables, are not consistent with what's going on in society right now. So if a person has 50 grams and their charge is 0 to 20 years, just please take into consideration that 50 grams nowadays is not what it was when the sentencing tables were actually put into place. Big difference. And I'm not trying to downplay the seriousness of methamphetamine on our society. I mean, look at me for an example. To arguably really screwed my life up with gambling and other stuff. It destroyed me, I guess, but I destroyed myself. My addiction, I don't know what else to say, but it's true. Judge Brooks made it clear that he thought methamphetamine was a scourge on our society, and I do not disagree. The only thing I disagree, and I'm not saying Judge Brooks per se, is to please take into consideration that the drug tables, the penalties were designed in a different era. Nowadays, there's so much meth. If you've got 10 kilos of methamphetamine, it's not even equivalent price-wise to 1 kilo of cocaine. Please, all you judges, prosecutors, take that into consideration. Because you're talking about people's lives that I understand they need to be punished under today's laws. We can argue back and forth about how if drugs should be legal or not legal or whatever. It's just like whack-a-mole. I don't know if it really makes a difference when you book some people. I don't know. I'm not here to do that. And judges don't make the laws. They call balls and strikes. So that's what I want to say about that. Otherwise, I have been thinking about my life, the wake of the destruction I've caused to people in my life and to myself. I've got to put that there. And everything I lost. And I can only look at the ashes of the destruction from my addiction and hope that I will be able to climb out of it and become who I'm supposed to be. That's the only thing I can do. I do get pumped up when I read the NA book. I do get motivated, and I do find myself back in the same mind frame as when I was in rehab, which I loved being in rehab. But when I blow, I just self-destruct. And then I look forward and I start making plans, and I start yes, I can do it. I start thinking about what I'm going to do what I'm going to do when I get out, and then I hear a little voice from somebody I care a lot about that tells me I'm not going to change. And I don't mean that as a slight. then I get fearful that maybe I really won't. That's the truth. Maybe I'm never gonna. Maybe I'm not capable of a change. I don't know. At 50, I don't know. Then my brain says, "Fuck it." Then why am I going to do that? Let's just get on medical marijuana. It's like back and forth. It's like this battle in my head with this little voice that lives rent-free in my head telling me I'll never change. But, again, that's not a slight to the little voice. It's just something that I think haunts me is what it comes down to. As in regard to the NA book, anybody who's never read it all the way through, I would strongly suggest that they do. And again, I might come get out of here and be the biggest loser in the world. I don't know. But it doesn't hurt to read it, to try to understand it, and it's something that you read over and over and over again, and each time you can find a different message. I'm trying to channel the good wolf in me. I think when I was in rehab, the Indian Proverbs is a good wolf and a bad wolf. Catholicism and Christianity, there's the angel and the devil. I'm hoping to channel the good wolf and make decisions that are based on what a good wolf would do. Today is my 21st day clean. Back in April when I was in here, that wouldn't mean shit because the jail was like a rehab. Not so today. But I'm gonna stay clean in jail. There's no doubt about it. Unless I go off the deep end and decide that I want to do something stupid and do fentanyl and find a way out. But I'm telling you that I'm not worried about that. Anyway, just wanted to say this. I wanted to thank people for support. And as far as the retaliation, this is part of the game. It is what it is. The jailers, a lot of good jailers here. I'm looking forward. I wish they'd move me to the Bureau of Prisons immediately, but I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to leave this jail because the Bureau of Prisons is backed up. Ton of guys in here. Most are waiting to be sentenced. Most have pled guilty. Everybody needs advice or wants some kind of advice on their case or sentencing or wants to know about Judge Brooks and all kinds of stuff. It's true. And I do say over and over that he's a fair judge that does due diligence big time. That's about it for now. Take care. Little Barcelona Tiamo. Goodbye.